Perfect.
Okay.
Hi, you guys. This is our cozy group, first of every month. Nikki and I share this little training with the Take on Your Heat and the Inspired Team call. So tonight, I just wanted to congratulate all of you who are going to conference for taking that time yourself and investing in yourself. You know, when we start a business, whether it be something that, you know, I wonder if I turn down my volume, if I won't get any feedback. When we start a business, you got to expect that you're going to have to invest in yourself at some point, okay? And so with us, we have these 2 international conferences every year, and then we have boot camps and other things throughout the year to keep that momentum going and to keep it all up and running. I want to thank you guys, too, for trusting me enough. A lot of you guys on the Take on Your Heat team called me during the time that Nikki and Chris were gone and asked opinions or got some coaching, and I'm really grateful that you know that Nikki and I are both buddying up, and I'm here for you as well as my own team, especially when she's gone. She's on a very well-deserved vacation, and just like we all are entitled to once in a while. So I just wanted to thank you for that acknowledgement also. So tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how to maximize your conference. Now, some of you guys have seen this in the past, but I know since this is recorded, and so many of us are busy moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas that it's difficult to get on the call every single week. But hopefully that some of you who are tuning in right now are able to take a few notes and able to look at some of this stuff. So first of all, you want to prepare for the conference. And I like to see that when people prepare for the conference, they're really looking over their conference agenda and really making a plan for you and your team to attend as many of the breakouts as possible. Now, if you already got the virtual office dialed in and you already got it going, then it's really, you know, send somebody there who has to learn that and have them come back with the notes, because I found that when people are a little unsure of a certain aspect of our business, if they will go back and take notes, that they pay more attention to the subject matter when they are responsible for reporting back to the team. So I think that it's really cool. I'm sure all of you guys just realized that we were given the Juice Plus app. I don't know if you guys can see it. Geez. It's, I don't know if you could see it. It's called Better Than Ever. It's a Juice Plus app. It's like so shiny. I don't think you can see it on your, but basically, let me see if you can. No. Basically, you download it from your App Store or Google, and basically it has the schedule right there for Thursday. It has all the, and I'm just scrolling up. I don't know if you could see that, but it has all the breakout trainings and everything, when the SCs need to get their picture taken. So you can create your own little schedule. Now, I always put a list together of everything my team's doing and stick it on the pin post of our Facebook page, but they have made it so easy for us to create our own agenda, especially since some of you have team dinners and where it's going to be held and all that. All they have to do is pop it up on their little Juice Plus app and see where everything is, in addition to all the areas, surrounding area in St. Louis and all that. So those are things that you want to do ahead of time. You want to get, you want to find out where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be with, right? So a lot of times if you get in early, like on Wednesday, it's a good idea to register Wednesday because that's the least busy. There are the Juice Plus promotions open Wednesday. You can register Wednesday. They usually give you a little prize if you register early. And if you're not there Wednesday, just to register, after you finish your breakout trainings or at a time when it's not so busy, because you want to be able to be available. Stephen Ritz is going to be there Thursday evening from 5 to 7. So if you know people in St. Louis, you want to maybe text them the invitation and say, hey, I'd love to have you meet me outside of the conference center and introduce you to an amazing guy that you will just fall in love with. So you always want to make sure that you're always at least a half an hour early before a conference for you to sit in a good spot. usually the heat team, we usually kind of gravitate more towards the left of the screen, like right in front of the far left screen, somewhere in that area. I know we've gotten so big over the years that we kind of have, drifted back in the crowd. So you want to bring a journal or a notebook, and I was going to show you one of my name badges. I always put my cards inside my name badge so that if you see somebody in another town that you have people in, you say, hey, my gosh, my cousin lives in St. Louis. My cousin lives in North Carolina. I would love for you to meet her. Can I give you my card? And may I take yours so I can introduce you? So I've gotten a lot of contacts that way, just to be kind of have your antenna up of who is in your sphere of influence, in your family life, in the people, like I just heard on the NMD call today with Bob Burdick, that who is in Dubai. Dubai in January 2017 is they're going to open Dubai. And if you know anybody in Dubai, you can like send them to the conference, send them to a lecture, and before you know it, you can end up having an international rep in Dubai. So keep your antennas up. I know that Nikki and I always tell our team to, wherever you are, ask the people like who you meet. How did you get introduced to the business? Because we'll have various different ways that people get introduced to the business. And what does that do? It gives you more of an idea of other ways to be introduced to the business. So you want to like take into consideration that even if you're in the restroom and you're standing in line, that's a perfect time to ask people, how did you get introduced to the business? So like I said, if you want to sit in a group, you want to make sure you all sit together. I usually put my team on a boxer thread so that we can box back and forth, and I put everybody, I create some kind of used to be a text, now it's a boxer, but might still be a text of where everybody is, because somebody for some reason will say, well, where is that training again? And then we can tell them right away. So absolutely, when we have main stage presentations, you need to be in your seat. You can shop afterwards, before. In fact, if you wait till Saturday afternoon, all the shirts are like, not all of them, but a lot of the shirts are $5, so you can pick up a bunch of shirts at once then. And please, please, please tell your reps not to go crazy at Juice Plus promotions. I had a rep once buy $350 worth of stuff at Juice Plus promotions, and probably around, I would say 3 years later, she called me and wanted me to, take it from her. She never used it. They either changed things or she never gave the business a shot. So I want you to make sure you're a protector of their money and a protector of their time. So their time needs to be sitting in their seats, listening to main stage, and also buying things that you don't need to buy everything. You don't need to stand in a very long line to save $5 in shipping. And if you have brought in brand new reps, the rep gets free shipping. So it's really easy to just say, I'm going to get that later, and make a note of the things you want to buy. So at conference, we are also able to sign up for the next conference and the next housing. And I know a lot of us have already booked rooms in Anaheim just through hotels.com, but you are also able to book rooms at this point when you're at conference, and you want to get those sheets in the first day. Now, I know it's crazy, but there's all kinds of rooms flying out there right now. We're 2 weeks away, and I can get a room at any of the hotels. So don't ever feel like you can't get a room. In fact, if you have somebody sitting on the fence, even right now at 2 weeks, get your upline NMD on the phone and get them to look at the possibility. I have somebody right now looking at the possibility of coming to conference with me. So before you leave for a conference, you need to schedule a conference recap. As soon as you return, you bring home your new materials, and I would recommend you buy something new for your reps that didn't make it. And I just want to make sure my time's good. and, there's new products, or, even if somebody or one of your reps has always been talking about the omega-3s, soon as you hear about the omega-3s, take a picture of it from main stage, and at the break, call that rep and say, you are coming with me to Anaheim. You cannot believe what's going on. I miss you so much. Don't ignore your reps that have not come to conference. They're just as valuable to you. Some of them couldn't make it for some reason or another, and you want to give them the liberty to be able to say, yes, I want to come again. I want to come to Anaheim. And so remember them when you're sitting there. Remember the people that you're sitting there, and make note of that you really need to share something with, whether it be a study that we just launched, or somebody had said something that just really hits a nerve for any of your customers. Even you could say, I just was thinking about you sitting at my conference in St. Louis. I just so wish that you would come with me. It's such a great opportunity for personal growth. Not even mentioning us getting more information on the product and on, the financial picture, but just being a better person when you come back, being more positive, being more knowledgeable, being more confident. So I think that's really important also. You want to also bring your memory jogger with you, and also look down that with your warm market. Bring your PVC report with you. So if you have time with your NMD upline, you can look at your PVC report and do some next step planning and some coaching. Put it in the schedule right away. I know one of our reps, Paul Ramirez, right after the Phoenix conference, invited me to a dinner. I mean, it was a huge table of all of his reps, and we had next step planning, and we also had them write down on their menu what their next step goal would be. And it was a very great team building night. So get together with your upline NMD and plan that with them. Conference etiquette, basically they don't want us to record or video record. So if we're found recording, they might ask us to leave. So you don't want to do that. I also was going to mention that we have Spanish interpretation at this conference, and also interpretation for the blind. Our company always reaches out to the hearing impaired, not blind. So you want to definitely, do that. Try to put your phones on mute and your pagers if you have them. So a couple of things that I personally like to do. I like to introduce my new people to our corporate people. I like to introduce them. If you're running by John Blair, stop him and introduce them to your new reps. When you have relationships with those corporate people, and they go home and they say, oh my gosh, I met Jay Martin, the president of our company, it brings so much more value to their business. So do that. Introduce them to people that go, even like Rick Du Bois and his wife. I want you to meet the doctor that started it all, Dr. Rick Du Bois. He's such an amazing guy. I met him on a ski hill. He fixed my ski boot, and I didn't even know he was as big as he was. And now he's just like a forward-thinking doctor. And I want you to meet my really good rep that just started the business, and say something positive about your new rep to him so that he can tag off at that. Take pictures to bring home to your team. Put them on your Facebook page. The pictures say, we miss you, and highlight their name. I mentioned this, to call key distributors that could not come, and introduce them to a special medical professional. I stopped Ron Blue in one of our conferences, and I had to make a video for one of my reps that completely love him. And he talked a little bit. I said, oh, do this, say this. And it was like he said a personal box, not a Vox. It could be a Vox, or it can be a video. Say, do you mind if I videotape you for 1 minute? I have a friend of mine that absolutely loves you. If you can get Steven Ritz available, say that to him. I have a great friend that loves your mission, and her name is Andrea. Can you say, hey, Andrea, we missed you at the conference? Tell me that wouldn't be a cool idea, huh? So look for people around that are that way. Let your team know where you're staying so they can get in touch with you right away. Carry your cell phone at the conference and keep it on mute. I said that. And so what you want to do is kind of rewrite your notes, or maybe mention and look at some of your notes on your plane ride home, and just pick out like 4 or 5, unless you're asked in your city to be a spokesperson for a certain segment. We know that the NMD, there's going to be 30 NMDs, and they're going to split them up on Friday and Saturday. So they're going to split them up, which is great, so that people will have that opportunity to not miss those NMD talks. You want to bring the new things home, so you can show your people, and so they can see what the new things look like before they order them. And you want to make a commitment with your team as soon as you get home to reinvest in themselves and go to the next conference. Now, most of us, not all of us, but most of us are on the West Coast and the Southwest, and Anaheim is like a drive for some people. So you want to get people to make that commitment early. You want to, as soon as you sign up a brand new rep, always, 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 this is like what Kurt Beaver said on the call that I emceed with him, is that new rep will be the most excited than they ever be when they first start. So you want them to put in their think tank, put it on their calendar, Choose Plus conference. And I'll say something like, humor me, put this in your calendar right now, and just be thinking about how awesome it would be if you join me at the next conference. So you want to definitely do that. The HEAT team can blow this next conference, Anaheim, out of the water. So plan on being there now. Even you as a leader, your team will do what you do. So, I just want to acknowledge you guys again, to give yourselves credit for going, and those of you who really have tried to go. If there's any way that we can get, your upline can get together with you on the phone to see if there's something you might need from us to make this happen for you. I know a lot of you have different breakout sessions. I know our team has training on Wednesday and Thursday, and then we have the 500 Strong is going to be Friday in room 103 at our conference. And so what you probably need to do, and maybe one of you on the Take on Your Heat can organize wraps so that your upline doesn't have to do it, because we do it all the time, and it would be nice if one of you guys did that for Nikki and Chris. Organize some sandwiches to come to the convention center, and just $5, $6 sandwiches, and you can eat it outside or right in the convention center as before you walk into our 500 Strong celebration. And don't forget to wear your 500 Strong medals. Okay, those of you, put them in your purse that you're bringing right away. You too, Paul, put it in your purse. I'm just kidding. So does anybody have any questions at all at this point? I'm going to open it up for some questions. Can't believe I did that in 18 minutes.
Hey, Aleta, can you talk a little bit about just being prepared for, having snacks, your bars, some water, just because of the pace that we go through during the day, and comfortable shoes, that kind of thing.
Battery charger.
Right, batteries to recharger is huge. In fact, we gave all of my team a charged battery, a charged bank, but really try to get one of those and bring it with you. It's kind of chilly sometimes in the conference room, so you want to bring a wrap or a jacket or something so that you're not cold. And, it used to be that we used to dress up a lot more than we are, but now jeans cost anywhere from $150 to $450. So a nice pair of jeans is acceptable with a really nice shirt. You don't want to look like you just got through gardening on the tower, but like it's really hard, right? So yeah, you want to definitely try to do that. And I like to get a case of water and bring it in my hotel room, but they used to have water purifiers, but now I don't think they do. So you want to bring a bottle, an empty bottle, throw it in your bag so that you have that. And not, if I were you, I would wrap up like a bag, a gym bag, and stick it in your so many of you are going on Southwest and you're allowed 2 bags. So stick it in your bag so that when you buy your items, you can throw it in that and carry that on and just stick your purse inside the big bag. So you can also ship it because UPS is usually right downstairs in the convention center. So you want to do that. And I would recommend if you're going to do small group lunches or dinners together, like there is a spot on Saturday afternoon, to look at some of the restaurants in the area right around the convention center and book your table for 6 at that early on, like right now, because it was really hard for us to find a place for 65 people for our team dinner. So hopefully you guys have all registered for your team dinner. That's really important because that's where we honor all of you and we celebrate you. We celebrate what you have brought to our team, and we want to make sure everybody on the team is there. So whether it's the Take on Your Heat dinner, and I think your dinner is, I think it's Thursday night also, isn't it? Yeah. So, and ours is Thursday night also. So that's all as far as I can. Does anybody else have any questions? You can unmute yourself.
So on the Juice Plus app, Aleta, this is Edward Welch. And I've gotten on before, but I put on the event that's going on this weekend over in England.
Oh, great.
But just out of curiosity, but I can't find St. Louis. So I might need to find somebody so I can get on there. And
yeah, if you go to the app,
yeah,
and you go to the home page, if you just click on leadership well, no, that's not it. When I first logged on, I actually saw the Birmingham, is it Birmingham?
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Yeah, I actually saw a conference on there. So I don't know where it is now because
let me see. I just got, okay, I just saw something back to all events. There's Juice Plus Fall 2016, St. Louis. I just found it.
Great. Where did you find it?
I had to go, I found a button that said go back to all conferences. And then that took me back to where now I'm on the St. Louis. It says your event is 15 days away, schedule
okay,
that.
Yeah. All right, so if you got lost, I see where there's a little gear on the right-hand side at the top, and it says go back to events, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's right.
Cool. How cool. Where do you live?
In Grants Pass, Oregon. I live right near Cary.
Right, I love Oregon. I'm there probably 6 times a year.
Yeah.
My family all lives there, so I'm there a lot.
Yeah, well, it's a nice place to be. And
that's right. There it is, right here, Bournemouth. It's right there. You just download that and all that stuff, and you're going to be all part of it. How cool is that?
Yeah, I'm not over there. I just happen to have that.
Yeah.
On my phone, but now I'm on the St. Louis event, so that'll be good.
Great. Okay, super. It's a great app. I can't believe it. And you can put all the things that you're going to in that, and all you have to do is pull it up and check it out and find out where, like the bowling alley is or wherever you're going to be, and then find out where your dinner is, and it's all there. So it's awesome. Awesome.
Yep, that's good. Thank you.
Did you guys all get the email from corporate that's saying to download that app? Okay, because some people didn't. All right. Are there any other questions before we close?
No, that was awesome, Lita. Great reminders. Thank you.
All right.
I think you covered it all.
I think that it's important for you to just keep that great big smile on your face and make connections. This is the biggest takeaway. It's making those connections with people in other states and making those connections with Sideline, and take that time for you to bond with the people that you're bringing frontline to you, because often we don't get a chance to do that. Some of us live outside of the area, and you want to really take that time to do that, and make sure you set up a time right there with your upline NMD to make an appointment for coaching for your next step. And I always, every time I do a training for anybody, I always say, all you have to say is, what do I do next? Because honestly, I was explaining the PVC report to somebody today. It's somebody else. And I didn't really understand the PVC report until I think I was way past senior sales coordinator. So don't feel bad. Don't feel overwhelmed. And you will get it explained to you over and over again until you finally get it. And so I want to encourage you guys not to give up on learning some of this stuff that seems a little difficult. And when we're at conference, we get brought up to date on all the newest, greatest things. You're brought up to date on more positive energy that you can bring back to your home and to your team. And so right away, have a dinner at your house, have something for your own team that you can bring back that enthusiasm and bring other people to the table. Like, where Carrie lives, if you're going to conference, I don't know what your name is. It says McCuser. Is that your last name?
Who?
McCuser.
Oh, that's Dr. Edward Welch. He's a Mac user.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, yeah, just have your own little team get together and brainstorm. What are we going to do differently this time? How are we going to make a difference? What's going to change that didn't happen last time? So look at the things you've done between conferences and say, well, how can I make that better? I heard the UK Birmingham conference is all about social media. And I posted a thing on my page of a 24-year-old who went from 14 customers to 47 in 1 month just using social media. And it was really simple, easy stuff. But she sent out 10 a day. So I can post that on the Take On Your Heat too, so you guys can see that. Really great. So really, you got to step out of our comfort zone and look a little bit deeper into why we're not growing as fast as we need to. All right? Thank you all so much for being on the call tonight, and enjoy your next call. I think you guys have another call, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Everybody can unmute themselves and thank Aleta for her
All
time.
right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hope to see you all. Bye.
Mwah.